Can you hear the gunshots? What the fuck? Did you really? Oh god. Oh. Alright guys, welcome to the rerun of match number 3 for the Battle of Kakamas. Tonight, if I remember correctly, the last one we had a problem with because of the servers being down. So tonight is match number 3, DPS versus SnoT. With I've got Axe, I'm Nsika. Alright, so it looks like we have almost everyone in. We have given them a start time of 35. Let's hope this time we get everyone in before.
Yeah, hopefully they all get in. And if you guys hear InSeeker breaking up, her internet is kind of trolling her right now, so at some point it might just be me talking. So I just wanted to give you guys a warning about that.
Yes, this is happening. This is, unfortunately, seems as though some of the cable was stolen for the internet providers in the area. So the internet that is actually being put out at the moment is very, very low. So they've managed to sort of get a low line going. So I'm at a bit of a disadvantage, so if I do drop out, please forgive me.
Hopefully it holds out.
I'm sure you won't mind hearing Axe talk all night.
Hopefully it'll hold out for both matches today, and if it does go out, that it's later. But hopefully not at all. Alright. Move the screen down a little bit so I can see the time. We have 2 minutes. It looks like all of SnoT, except for 1 and 2 Dog Pound Society members, are still waiting to load in. Kenny P, you want to commentate? We'll talk at a later date about that. And Nico, how you doing today? Yes, you're right. It should be a great match here. I was just glad that both of these teams were able to work out an early time to get this match instead of just postponing it indefinitely, which would not have been fair to both of the teams, but technical difficulties do happen. So we are 1 minute out. And I will fly over the locations.
1 minute out and 3 people down. It looks like we're going to delay it slightly to 7 minutes. So we'll start at 33. Guys are having problems getting on tonight.
Okay, so we update. We are delayed 2 more extra minutes, correct? To 73? Okay. To 33. Alright. So the center flag, the Hellfire Junction Bridge, is our Charlie location. Off to this side is our Delta flag location. And we're going to zoom across the bridge to the Bravo location down here at the barn. So those, hopefully we'll have a lot of intense action here in the middle of the map. And hopefully one team does get the upper hand. Just hopefully not too quick, so we have a little bit of action. Roy, the match will start in 1 minute and 45 seconds.
That's right. How we're looking on teams here, 15 and 15. Well, as long as it's even, I guess. Alright, so who is in the chat? Who do we have in the chat? Who's gonna win tonight between DPS and SnoT? I think they were both very good teams and they've been around for a while, they played together for a while, so I think that they're going to, I think it's going to be a good match.
Boone has his money on DPS. Thinks that DPS might pull away with this one. Well, we are about to find out in 50 seconds from now. And I do have to say that this is probably aesthetically the best map for me to just stare at. I love it. I love the light coming through the trees, through the canopy, the shadows.
It is pretty.
Kenny, GSP isn't even playing in this. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. 5 seconds.
Seconds, let's go.
And it looks like will be start off 16 for SnoT and 15 players for DPS. And here we go.
Oh, and both teams have spawned. That's great.
I'm going to try and get back behind SnoT here so we can see the push from DPS onto to the location. A lot of AT rockets. It looks like Steve for SnoT is trying to backflank, but he gets taken out by an airburst mortar.
Oh, those mortars. Horrible things.
So DPS has a good hold on the underside here of the Charlie objective. But SnoT is pushing back in very quickly. Looks like DPS is set up on the Delta Hill objective, trying to overlook the Charlie objective. There's not as many right on the flag.
That's a very interesting strategy over there. Because without bodies on the flag, you're going to lose that point no matter what.
Yes. I mean, you have to be on the objective. You can't. I mean, you can have some people playing off objective, but you have to have the numbers. So as you can see, SnoT is set up on the top side of the bridge, and DPS is on the lower side. And the smoke is starting to come out.
I'm better to see more grenade kills actually at the moment.
SnoT is doing a very good job of clearing the top side as well as the bottom at the same time. They're doing very good. They're set up very well. Mad Dawn for SnoT is prone on the train car overlooking, and that is a very solid location to be securing Overwatch for your team here. And if you notice, SnoT has pushed up on the Delta Hill already to try and keep DPS from pushing to the Charlie objective. That's a very, very strong spot to hold.
Oh yeah. Well, they really pushed them off there.
Hey Corona, how you doing, man?
Oh.
DPS did a great job pushing from tracks back to bridge and clearing off the objective.
It's just seeing how this one flag is being going back and forth between the two teams. It makes me think that this is going to be one of those matches that's decided on flag caps and not on the telegraph.
Yeah, both teams are doing a very good job. But if you notice in the kill feed, DPS is, they're getting kills, but they're not on the objective. Let's jump down here on Mad Dawn. He is prone with the MG. He's smart. He's kind of already prepared and put his gas mask on, but he takes it off at the wrong time and gets hit by 30 health tickets. Well, Diggity, how you doing? Corona, I think we're both doing very well today. Ooh.
Hey, if my internet would just, you know, cooperate, that would be good. I'd be very happy. I think DPS has got the advantage on the flag at the moment. Will somebody cap this flag eventually?
The flares are out, the smoke's out, the gas is out. It doesn't seem like anything is giving either team the advantage here. It does seem like both teams are a little timid to push onto this flag. I mean, ADO here for DPS is laying on the bridge, doing the best he can with the C93 pistol and his gas mask on. He doesn't see anything. He is just blind firing through the gas. I mean, you could say that he's providing suppressive fire.
Almost got all the SnoT players off that flag completely.
Oh, let's jump over here on Mike. He is no, come on. He's got a back flank here. Oh, he gets 2, 3. He is on SnoT's side of the bridge at the moment.
Look out!
He gets another one.
That's a great place to end.
Finally gets taken out.
Oh, the flag may actually be capped. Look at that, for the first time in the match. Almost 10 minutes in.
And they did it. DPS has taken the Charlie objective.
DPS finally capped. Finally, somebody moves past Charlie.
So now we will be...
Not doing very well to run back.
Yes. I mean, SnoT has already rotated to the barn.
This is one of my favorite objectives in this map, is this barn over here. I enjoy it.
Can it be? Yes. Airburst mortar would be really on any of these objectives on this map.
It is all good.
Capture objective butter.
Even if DPS does not capture this objective, they are going to have a lot of time to set up to recap the Charlie objective if we get back to there. It looks like they're trying to push through the choke point on the left side of the screen. And we have some DPS guys pushing from the bridge side of SnoT's objective and trying to backflank. But SnoT's done a very good job of go ahead and rotating and getting set up here for this objective.
It almost looks like DPS can't push forward, so they're just kind of camping on the entrances back to the Charlie.
Oh, Walt, you're too funny. So we are going to be moving back to the bridge objective.
We have taken objective butter.
This is going to be an interesting one to see who actually does take this, based on flag caps even.
So as you can see, DPS is already set up on SnoT's spawn side of the bridge. Let's try and get to a good location here so we can see this without all the trees blocking. There we go. Yeah, Kenny, it is nice that there is a little bit of time after taking an objective before the next one is available to be capped, so it gives teams time to rotate. So SnoT has actually come out of the left side trail to DPS's spawn to try and backflank, and it seems to be paying off right now. But DPS is a very quick.
Yeah, they are. They're definitely in a conquest, I would say, no doubt. DPS would have definitely got more tickets by now, just with all the kills. And then they take the flag
We
again.
have taken objective Charlie.
You're gonna make a comment about the stream quality being bad, but then realize you had your quality set low. Well, yesterday I did notice some of the streams on YouTube as well as Twitch on mobile where you had to downscale your resolution because it would just lag constantly.
Capture objective butter.
Well, here we go.
DPS
has pushed in.
Yes.
There.
They rotated a lot faster this time. But SnoT is heavy on the right side of the screen coming out of that trail. Bloodhound and Ryan are trying to stay alive. Ryan is just prone in the smoke, inches away from enemy fire, and he's trying to be sneaky. He gets one. SnoT's done a very good job rotating, but DPS is actually coming up behind SnoT right now on this Bravo objective.
Oh, I was gonna say there's two DPS guys right at the back there, and then as soon as I looked at them, it was on.
Very quickly.
Very, very quickly.
So SnoT will be successfully defend the Bravo objective, and we will move back to the center of the map on the train tracks, where DPS is already getting set up. Ooh. Rock for DPS gets 2 dynamite kills in this left trail that they were trying. SnoT's trying to push behind DPS, but it is not working at all.
Objective Charlie.
Oh, back to the center.
There's a grenade bomb.
This is just an all-out brawl for the center of the map control here, and this map itself is actually pretty difficult to get your foot in.
Yeah, this is a very difficult. Yeah, it's a very difficult map. You know, once one team gets the sort of advantage, you kind of have to really work hard to get back. I was saying in one of the other streams, this map coverage looks like a big map, but it's actually not. If you really think about the space that you can run in, or the space that you can actually occupy, it's not that big.
Roy says when you look at the amount of bullets shot by DPS, you would think lead was on sale in World War I. Well, that's when they had little Timmy doing all the scrap metal, you know.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah?
They talk about it in Captain America if you haven't watched that one. Even though that one's more based in World War II era. But I'm sure that they did the same thing. They had to use all the scrap metal that they could find just to provide ammunition for their sides.
Oh, yeah.
So, DPS is doing a very good job of keeping SnoT really from being able just to creep onto the objective. The AT rockets, the mortars, everything is just bombarding SnoT. Who do we got underneath this running here? Look at it, and just as DPS was about to secure that flag, SnoT pushes in to save it just in the nick of time, and now it is in their favor heavily. The bodies are flying.
It's quite funny.
It is. I love it. I love the ragdolls.
Now it looks like SnoT has pushed DPS back. Besides this one little red dot over here.
Yeah, Rock has...
Is that Rock
he
Andy?
literally just ran straight across the bridge with no opposition and is now on SnoT's side of the objective. And he...
That's kind of like me. I'll just run headfirst into everything and hope for the best. Terrible.
I mean, he's in a very good position. And Koss did the exact same thing, is now coming up behind SnoT. We'll see if SnoT is able to hold it. They just need a couple more seconds and we'll be moving on to the Delta objective.
Oh.
And they were able to
Take
capture
out
it.
Rock Adio. Oh, we're moving to the other side. A little variation here. It's ironic that Führer Bank's favorite weapon is the gas grenade.
SnoT rotated very, very quickly there. And let's try and find a clearing here in the tree so we can watch the battle ensue here for the Delta objective. SnoT is trying to set up They do have the back flank from the bridge as well.
Capture objective Duff.
No, yeah, they're definitely set up pretty nicely. This one is all about higher ground. You get the higher ground, you can pretty much control that whole area. The DPS is trying the background maneuver here, trying to come through around the bottom of the map. Don't know if Gorilla's gonna do it.
It looks like they're about to start getting numbers on the objective, because SnoT is starting to get wiped off.
Oh, so close to capping it. So, oh, no.
We got the
And it is moving fast backwards.
DPS just came in there and took every player off of that objective. So like Inseeker was speaking about having the high ground there overlooking the objective, you can see the teams pushing in from bridge as well as the left flank passageway.
And will it go the way of DPS? Let's have a look.
It's going to be close. I think they're going to have just enough time to cap it. And they did.
Oh my. With still 13 minutes on the clock, we're back to the middle objective. I called it, knew this was going to be difficult.
Death here for SnoT is... Oh, I thought he was going to stay quiet, but Koss saw him laying underneath that little drawbridge.
Here we got your Disco Panda and Beast getting shot at.
Capture objective Charlie.
Some first person on Bloodhound. Let's see if he gets picked up. He was able to get picked up. It is Hell Regals for
so much
days.
Smoke underneath this. Hell Regals and smoke and gas. Only thing I'm not seeing is fire at the moment.
We're starting to see some mortars come in here.
Oh, keep getting my camera stuck inside these train cars at the bottom. That's no fun. DPS moving. Oh, I was gonna say DPS moving in at the bottom, but didn't end well.
A ton of tug of war right now between both of these teams, but it does look like DPS is starting to get the upper hand here. Let's rotate a little bit so we can see what the top of the bridge looks like.
Oh, DPS, we got Carlito and Ryan, bro, lying here on this side, and Death by Ruin lying on the other side. Everyone lying prone, trying to kill each other.
And it does look like Banks is using his mortar from this elevated position on DPS's spawn side. Death by... They don't even see Death by run here on the bridge. Disco Panda is starting to push back under for SnoT. Let's see if he is... It's not going to live very long there. DPS is very good at surrounding the objective.
Yes. They like that back flank. Oh.
So we'll move back to the Bravo objective.
move
We'll
across.
see if DPS will be able to secure it this time around. Neither team has been able to make it past the second objective.
At this point, I think whoever makes it past the second objective is very, very, very likely going to win.
Yes, we're under the 10-minute mark now. The mortars, the AT rockets, the gas, the flares, the smoke, everything. Just they're laying everything out on the line here, just trying to get that advantage. Because we do have some DPS guys pushing down off the right side of our screen here.
Oh.
And that might be the break that DPS needed there. There's only a few SnoT players left on the objective. Now there's just one,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
is taken out.
And he's down. They need to watch these back channels very closely if they want to take this flag.
Yes.
There's Disco Panda, Beast, and JF Van Wyk.
Hey.
Oh, Slungfall coming in the back. And he is met by Little Green Monster. Some SnoT players on the flag, but still mainly DPS. Can they take it?
Robin,
It's so exciting.
these teams are from South Africa. It is our South African Frontlines tournament. And DPS is going to seemingly very easily take this Bravo objective this time around. And we will be moving up the hill.
Is that the break that they needed? With 7.5 minutes left, is that enough time for SnoT to make a comeback, or are we going to see DPS take this? Even if we sit on this objective for 7.5 minutes, I think DPS has the most flag caps, so I think they would be the ones in the lead.
Yes, and they have progressed the farthest as well.
Enemy medic! Right there!
We have some SMLE carbine action.
Looks like... SnoT looks like they have this objective down, though.
DPS is pushing in from the train track side right now, but
Yeah.
they're not going to succeed with that
They need
push.
to get bodies on that flag, or they're going to lose it very quickly. Oh, they're pushing in the back as well. There is a ton of them in the back, but is it too late? Oh, it's too late for them, unfortunately.
We have taken objective Alpha.
Back to Bravo.
It looks like SnoT has a lot of players committed to where, like, if they were going to Charlie objective right now, it would be good, but we sadly are not headed that way. They're going to try and cut off and set up. They're hoping that they can get this flag very quick so they can just set up on Charlie. But DPS is set up very well all around the Bravo objective.
They're set up very well. They've spread out. They're covering all the angles.
Objective butter.
It's almost like they've done this before.
I'm trying to see where most of the... So as you can see, SnoT is trying to backflank all the way from DPS side of Charlie flag.
Oh,
It's going to be a huge flank here.
taking out 2 of the rear guards there.
But they...
Oh no.
The only thing that sucks about being stuck where they are is it is a very confined space, and a couple placed grenades can wipe out your entire squad.
Grenades for dates. Yes. Yeah, Corona, Little Green Monster is a beast in a tank. She's quite the frustrating player when you're playing against her.
So we're going to be moving back up the hill to the Alpha objective. DPS successfully obtained the Bravo objective once again. And SnoT has 4 minutes.
To go.
This has been a tough battle.
Oh, and there's already DPS on this flag. Look at that. They learned from their previous mistake. Catman, dude. It's a Bloodhound and Unknown One. Cost the car.
Let's try and get on some first-person view down inside the tunnels here.
Oh, I see that flag going red.
Enemy shock trooper, stay alert.
Can we do it?
They need to be careful with these bombs in the corners of the bunker.
Why? It's so spectacular.
Oh, it is spectacular, especially when you get like a
Spare ammo.
4 or 5 piece just by blowing them up. People don't expect you to just shoot them or throw a grenade on them.
Need spare ammo.
Protect currently DPS.
Out of
Oh, but
ammunition.
can SnoT take it back? No,
That-
no, it's still going away DPS.
DPS is heavy inside this bunker.
Alright, there's a lot of SnoT on the outside of it though as well.
Mike
2.5 minutes left to go.
Mike has got his work cut out for him being the medic down here in the bunker. He is just from side to side getting revives. And there's some flames. There's an incendiary grenade, and it does take out the medic. But luckily DPS does have 2 more nearby medics. We'll see if they can get them picked up.
On it. There's some first aid. Use that first aid.
Are we going red again? See? It's basically a fight to death right here.
And I think DPS is going to pull this one off. There's not enough time for SnoT.
I would say I don't know. Stranger things have happened. Wait, just for reference sake, when this round ends, SnoT is on the United States and DPS is in the German Empire. It's easy to remember, their leader's name is Führerbanks, they are German, it's not that hard.
SnoT currently has the upper hand here at the howitzer bunker. But DPS is trying to push back in from the Bravo objective. Bloodhound is just charging.
And there's a ton of them coming
And
in.
they're
that
all
way.
on fire.
Rocket at you. They're on fire, they're running in, they don't care. They have 46 seconds left. It is do or die. Oh, And SnoT takes it back with 38 seconds left to go. Now I'm really interested to see which team is going to win here.
I still think DPS will do it because they did get the 2 objectives on the other team's side.
I think they're one objective up. Let's see. It's 15 seconds left to go. Remember, for reference sake, United States is SnoT, German Empire is DPS.
And time is going to run out before the objective
Where
even
is-
becomes available. So we will see here the moment of truth.
And who is it? And it's not showing anything on my
It's
screen.
not showing
I
anything
can't
on mine
see
at the moment
anything.
either.
Wow. Well, that sucks. Oh, there we
The
go.
German
The
Empire.
German Empire. So DPS takes it
But
with 1 flag over SnoT.
And the best squad does go to SnoT. Let's look at the kills here.
Look at some of those scores. Wow.
Disco Panda was
impressive.
75. Slang was
75
66. Unknown was 66 for DPS. What a great match.
That was actually very intense. Wow, guys. I'm a little bit lost for words here. That was intense. Thank you for watching, and don't forget that we've got another match which is going to be starting in about half an hour, so we're going to take a break, and then the link to the next match, we'll just put it up in the stream so that you can get it all set up so long. But yeah, I hope we'll see you in the next match. The next one is Red and LGD. Alright, so yeah, we'll see you in a little while. Thanks for watching.